I'm here today with Kurt Wedberg, one of a handful of people on Earth that has successfully led people to the top of all 7 summits, the highest point on each continent. So Kurt, you've climbed all 7 summits. You've led people to the top of all 7 summits. What's left? Like, what are you doing now? What's next in your life?
Well, I have a successful guide service that is growing every year, and part of the joy I get out of it now is not just reaching these summits myself, but also the exhilaration that the clients have in getting there, and also offering the opportunity to my other guides who work with me, giving them the opportunity to do some of the great, wonderful things I've done too.
You have, kind of the job that I imagine most men always wanted, at least I did. Like, I went to college and I actually majored in outdoor recreation.
Mm-hmm.
So talk about your journey to this job. How did you become a mountain guide?
Well, I grew up going to the mountains all the time. My parents brought me up, taking me to the mountains since I was a little kid, and it's been a part of my life the whole time. And if I don't see the outdoors for a good period of time, I do miss it. Mm-hmm. And so I think that has always been with me, and being able to turn your avocation into your vocation is, like you said, that's a pretty cool thing to be able to do. And so when I was in college, I was working at a mountaineering store and began instructing courses in the outdoors. When I was getting ready to graduate, I was thinking a lot about the direction I wanted to take my life in. I got a degree at Cal State Northridge in political science and had an idea that I wanted to become an environmental attorney one day, but I also knew I wanted to go out and have some fun and go play first and go see the world. And so I applied for a job guiding on Mount Rainier and started working there full time. And the more I started guiding, the more people I started taking on my trips. I met a lot of attorneys who came on our climbs, and the more of those people I met and talked to, the more I realized I didn't want to go that route. And meanwhile, a lot of these same people are asking me, well, can you take us to Mexico's volcanoes, and can you take us to Kilimanjaro? And I said, well, yeah. And so that's kind of how it developed.
And did that really motivate you, having those attorneys that you kind of aspired to be like originally, and seeing their frustration? Because I know for me, the thing that actually made me want to go into outdoor recreation was in Michigan. I knew so many people that hated their job. They would come home from work, they were miserable.
Well, yeah, I think I met a lot of them who were not very happy in what they were doing, and that did have a pretty good effect on me. And I was enjoying what I did so much, and I had always been brought up by my parents telling me to, do what I enjoy doing for a living, and the money and all that will follow, but being happy in what you're doing is important.